You guys ready to peace walk? Peace walk. Oh, the earlier song was from ActRaiser. Hey, thanks for the follow. K Nilch. Please knocker. These knockers. Geese talkers. You're new. Well, welcome. Geese flocker. I called this stream Samurai Cause, and now I'm just hearing the Samurai Jack theme in my head, but with Cause's name. Alright, so what's happening? What's happening at Mother Base? I think I'm probably just gonna go on a mission. Let's just go. Let's just get into it. Samurai McDonald. I should just call him McDonald only. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. Oh, got another Fulton recovery mission, which means I get to wear the hot pants.
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission and proceed to the Fulton recovery point so we can get you back alive and well. Good luck out there.
Also, let me know if the volume's okay, because I have to, like, move the volume all differently when I stream for Grasshopper, and then I don't remember what my settings were, because I never write anything down. Have I unlocked the Sexy Man unit yet? No. It's sad that I can't play as Cause. As McDonald. Let's rock.
Let's rock.
It's your sleepy gun. Ooh, I have a sleepy sniper now. That's cool. Let's get my Moisen.
As you're probably aware, this is a Fulton recovery mission. Be careful you don't shoot and kill any prisoners by accident. And don't forget to take the recovery kit with you.
Sounds like it's happened before.
I'd suggest arming yourself with a tranquilizer gun just to be safe, so you don't kill any prisoners.
It has definitely happened before. It's like, so you don't kill any prisoners, Snake. Listen to some files. Let's get started with some history lessons.
So it's been more than 10 years since the Cuban Missile Crisis, huh?
I don't think we'll ever forget it.
No kidding.
Never forget.
Those 13 days starting October 15th, 1962, were probably the closest we ever came to all-out nuclear war. The Russians deployed nuclear missiles to Cuba. America responded with a naval blockade. Then Russia shot down an American spy plane. I was still a teenager back then, but I remember what it felt like to be one step away from nuclear war. The adults were freaking out.
If it wasn't for the Cuban Missile Crisis, there might never have been an Operation Snake Eater. And...
What's the matter, Snake? It's not like you to get all hypothetical.
I guess not. It was the reassessment after the missile crisis that paved the way for the hotline between Moscow and Washington, and also for détente. That's irony for you.
Where were you when the Cuban Missile Crisis happened? That's the question of the century.
The Treaty of Tlatelolco was enacted to make Latin America into a nuclear-free zone. It bans the testing, use, manufacture, production, acquisition, storage, and deployment of nuclear weapons. The impetus was pretty obvious. The series of crises triggered by the deployment of nukes in Cuba.
Not hard to imagine. Those 13 days had the whole world frozen in fear.
Of course, the country that started it all, Cuba, hasn't actually ratified it yet.
Still, the treaty's backed by over 20 countries. Anyone flouting it risks becoming an international pariah.
True. Opinel would investigate, no doubt. I heard they used Japan's 3 non-nuclear principles as their model when they drew up the treaty. I think the Treaty of Tlatelolco might have been their way of asking nuclear powers not to use nukes against them. That's the biggest difference between the treaty and the 3 principles. I guess you could call it a 4th principle.
Do you think his hair is like rock solid? Like he uses so much hair gel that it's just like impenetrable shield? Sorry, that's what I'm
Costa
thinking
Rica
about while he's
abolished its
talking
army
about
back
this.
in, what, 1949? Pretty gutsy move for a Central American nation at the time.
Yeah, well, they'd just come out of a civil war. I'm sure they were driven by a desire to avoid another tragedy like Paz said. But I think they had a more compelling reason. Army coup d'etat are a way of life in so many Latin American countries. Imagine seeing that up close.
No army, no coup. Makes sense.
Plus, their economy was in
Lego
ruins,
piece.
so they honestly didn't have any money to spend on an army anyway.
Yeah, but weren't they on less than friendly terms with Nicaragua?
Yeah, and in fact,
like
Nicaragua did end up invading. But the Civil Guard fought back, and the OAS brokered a ceasefire. The U.S. and the rest of the OAS had their back, and they used it to full advantage. For a quarter century, they survived in the powder keg of Central America. That must have taken some serious diplomacy, even if the Civil Guard is pretty decked out for a police force.
Must be tough to be a country without an army.
Oh yeah, every race is blonde and fair-skinned, don't you know?
Hey Snake, mind if I ask you something?
This is what a Japanese
Since when
man
did you
looks
start
like.
asking permission?
Do they explain why he's
So, you used to be part of a CIA paramilitary unit, right?
That's right.
Ever do any ops in Central America?
No, not personally. But there were other units who did all kinds of stuff.
I remember the Bay of Pigs invasion back in '61. The papers had a field day with it.
Operation Zapata. That was the CIA code name. The whole thing went south.
Then there was Che Guevara, being hunted down in Bolivia. I heard the CIA had a hand in that too.
There were several units similar to mine. MSP, SOG. They'd recruit former special forces, train them as intelligence agents, and send them on deniable covert paramilitary operations. One of those units trained the Bolivian army in counter-guerrilla tactics.
And then had them shoot El Che.
So the story goes.
Oh, that is true. Blonde is a dominant gene. That's why Liquid was blonde. Freedom is a dominant gene. As American genes took over. Alright, let's see how many of these do we got. Guess we're gonna listen about El Che. Great leader El Che.
So I hear Amanda mistook you for Che Guevara, Snake.
Like a college
That's not too bad, huh?
Yeah, right. I'm not even worthy of polishing his boots.
Don't be so modest. From where I'm standing, your men see you as a great man.
As great as the century's most complete human being.
That's Sartre, right? Well, there's hardly been a more iconic figure of his times than Che.
Oh, he was more than that. He was a true revolutionary. And a great warrior.
I'm with you there.
Perfect man.
Can you believe that when he first went to Cuba with Fidel, they had only 12 guys with them?
But they rallied. They brought in new recruits, won the support of the peasants, expanded their organization.
And in the end, they overthrew the Batista regime.
People flocked to them because they were honest. They won because they were strong. Those are the qualities that make men great.
You know, we're kind of in the same boat they were back then. Here we are, a handful of mercenaries taking on an army backed by the United States.
Yeah, we've got a long way to go.
But we've got to keep on going. It's not just about winning in battle. You need to think about recruiting people and growing this operation.
Got it.
Based on Wikipedia subheadings. I mean, even though it's a little overdone, it's neat to have a Japanese game developer interested in like Latin America at least.
Boss, did you ever read Che Guevara's book, Guerrilla Warfare?
I can't remember if I got to that one or not.
You should have. That's why I lent it to you. A lot of the guerrilla tactics it covers apply to sneaking missions too. Che was one of the first people to articulate the theory of guerrilla warfare. T.E. Lawrence, Lawrence of Arabia, was another one. And Mao Zedong and his On Protracted War. Theory aside, Nicaragua's General Sandino was one of the first to put guerrilla tactics into practice, which explains why the Sandinistas named themselves after him.
If you think about it, guerrilla warfare itself has been around since ancient times. There's only so many ways a small group can upset a large army.
There was a samurai in Japan who excelled in guerrilla warfare.
No kidding.
Tsunoki Masashige. He was a warrior who lived in the medieval era. He used unconventional tactics to help overthrow the Kamakura shogunate.
Like what?
Trojan horse-style maneuvers and decoys to confuse the enemy. The best one was when the enemy was climbing the castle walls. He dumped boiling water and human excrement on them.
Huh. Sounds great. Let's put it in the MSF playbook.
You're not serious,
boiling water
are you, boss?
and human
Why
excrement.
not?
Sounds great.
We've got plenty of crap to unload.
Yeah.
Can we...
I'll think about it.
Can I equip boiling water and human excrement? Can I start dumping that on people?
The year the Cuban Revolution was won, Che visited Japan as a member of an economic delegation. While he was there, he visited Hiroshima.
Hiroshima?
Since he was there to discuss economic issues, Hiroshima wasn't part of the original itinerary. Some said the Ministry of Foreign Affairs didn't want to let him go, but he went anyway. He snuck out of his hotel and took an overnight train.
Huh. Traveling guerrilla style. Sounds like Che, all right.
He visited the Peace Memorial Museum and the atomic bomb survivors' hospital.
How they talk about Che like
apparently
he's like
it gave him quite a shock.
It's
As
like,
a doctor,
that
it
sounds
must
like
have been
Che.
painful for him to see how the victims suffered.
Such a Che
You
thing to
destroy
do.
everything.
He was quoted as saying, "They put you through this, and still you do whatever America says." Those words really hit me hard, especially when I think of my mom. He said something else, too. Let us all love Hiroshima and its people.
I can believe it. Che never managed to numb himself to other people's pain. That's why people loved him. And why he died.
Rip Che.
That bandana you're always wearing, that thing's a real antique. Ever think about getting a new one?
This one's fine.
Come on, we can't have our boss wearing a raggedy old thing like that.
It was a gift, okay? It wouldn't be right to get rid of it.
It was. Okay then. Speaking of which, Che supposedly had a black scarf he used to take everywhere with him.
A scarf?
One of his comrades gave it to him when he broke his arm in battle. Che used that silk scarf as a sling, and the comrade who gave it to him became his second wife.
Alida, right?
Even after his arm healed up, he never went anywhere without that scarf. What about you? You get that bandana from someone special?
No, nothing like that. It's
You literally just said it was a gift.
That's all.
Little ding dong. Okay. I can't get over it. Cause is just like, speaking of gifts, Che Guevara got a gift once. Like, what a freaking nerd. Oh my god. Okay. Let's do some Fulton recoveries. Enough about Che. Fulton recoveries. Speaking of Fulton recoveries, did you know that Che Guevara once saw a balloon as a child?
Your current objective is to retrieve the researchers.
Oh, my sniping skills are not good. Whoa, that's loud. I thought I had a silencer on it. This guy apparently did not notice. Like, let's get some extra pens while we're at it. Whoa! I effed up.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Oh, there's only one?
Okay, you're done with that area.
Oh,
Head for the
area. Uh-oh. I hope I have enough balloons. Oh, is that it? Oh, that was it.
Mission complete. The folks back at Mother Base will be thrilled.
Hey, thanks for the sub, Kyle Freets. Dummy dick. What do we think Che thought about spit? We know what Miller thinks about spit. Don't do it. Hey, I still got an A rank even though that guy saw me. Taking it slow. The following words can now be infused with heroic spirit. Taking it slow. This is the sexiest one yet. Gotta go listen to it. Wiggle eyebrows, yeah, for real. Stake in, taking it slow. Sorry, I have to pull out. Ooh, I got my solid magazine. A popular pulp magazine. Once set, anyone who notices it will stop to read it. Oh, I got the liquid magazine too, so who cares? Ooh, my rations leveled up. Uh-oh. Lobster's got the sickness. You know Che once had a cardboard box. What? Alright, let's see our new friendos. Limpet. Hey boss, can you teach me how to reload? Limpet. Frog. Need some luck? Stick with me and maybe some of mine will rub off. Heck yeah, stick with Frog. Let's rub with Frog. Nighthawk. Quitting smoking is easy. Why, I've quit 20 times myself. That's funny. That's a good one. Habu Viper. Missile-type weapons are heavy and have low ammo capacity, but they pass the most firepower of any portable weapon. Exactly what you need against heavy weapons, thanks. Ah, Chipmunk's another double yoke boy. Cool. Alright, go to your respective areas. How do I... Ooh. Kept you waiting. Filled to the brim with outlandish and absurd sci-fi stories. Ooh, sexually suggestive themes are a given. Of course. Area 51. A galaxy without borders. A gal sexy without borders. Alright, let's look at the liquid magazine. We have no past, no future. Did you like my sunglasses? Mature content aimed at literary types. Ample supply of scantily clad pinups, of course. Keeping cool undercover. Can love bloom on the battlefield? I would like this to be a real magazine. Alright. I am immune to the magazines. I'm an artist after all. Got a gun too. Pew pew pew. As we learned in Portable Ops, artists are immune to sexy magazines. Oh, my tanks are healed up. Alright, oh wait, I probably should have saved, oh well. Okay, that was the only bonus mission. Infiltrate the crater base.
Snake, you're north of the village. The truck carrying the nukes is heading towards the heart of the mountain. That's its final destination. We've got no intel on what lies beyond, so stay sharp.
To the north of the village is a bridge that crosses a hydraulic pipe. Though normally the bridge is not used by people, if you slip, you will fall straight to the bottom of the valley. Be careful.
What's a channel doing here?
It is not for irrigation. They are hydroelectric pipes. I wonder if they run into Irasu's crater lake. Normally they would build a reservoir at the bottom of the valley, but it was probably too dangerous. Los Cantos means sword peak. You should be able to see across the Irasu mountain range from there. There are not as many big trees at that elevation, and you will probably be well above the mist.
It'll be tough to hide up there.
You're not thinking about the scenery right now, are you?
Not while I'm surrounded by bad guys.
You should have seen it when the country was at peace.
Bad guys.
I know you would have been impressed.
Well, that'll be our reward for a successful mission. Sound good?
Wonderful. Thank you, Snake. There is an old fort around there.
What is it, boss? You sound upset.
Well, you see, it was built during the Civil War.
Let me guess. Disputes between Costa Rica's political parties escalated into all-out conflict.
See, conflict that cost my grandparents their lives. The most senseless sort of war. Countrymen mindlessly slaughtering their own. That fort is a reminder of that senselessness.
Sadly ironic, given who's occupying it now.
That war was the reason Costa Rica abolished the army. Please, Snake, get them out of our country.
I intend to. Chico says there's a bridge north of the village.
Yes, a narrow one, for crossing the pipe. On the other side of that is the road the trucks use, though it's collapsed in places.
I'll have nowhere to run if they spot me.
They could be blocking the road, too.
Is there another way?
There is a path along the cliff. After you cross the bridge, there are ruins of a fort on the mountain. Going through there would be a little easier. Once you come to the end of the mountain path, you'll be at the fort.
The fort.
That fort was built during the Civil War. It seems La Cia's troops are occupying it now.
This just gets better and better.
They've got gun turrets set up all around from the looks of it. Attract too much attention, and you'll really stir up the hornet's nest.
Maybe I'll try and find a way around.
You could always commandeer one of the turrets. A little target practice, perhaps?
Just like in Krasnogorye.
Krasno what?
Sorry, just thinking about old times.
Krasnogorye. Good memories.
Irasu has more than one crater, because it's erupted so many times. I heard most of them filled up with rainwater and became lakes.
Calderas, huh?
Calderas? Yeah, something like that. Hey, I got an idea. When you get to the lake, can you keep an eye out for weird animals for me? People all over the world tell stories about giant monsters living in lakes. Nessie in Loch Ness, Nahuelito in Argentina, Ogopogo in Canada. I can hardly keep track of them all. They say that all these sightings prove dinosaurs do still exist.
But crater lakes are isolated. They're not connected to rivers.
Yeah, but you know Mokele Mumbembe in the Congo River? He can walk on land. So maybe they moved there from some other lake.
You sure know a lot about UMAs.
There used to be a guy in El Frente who was a hunter. He taught me lots of things. He even said he once went to a place called Isla del Monstruo.
A hunter on Isla del Monstruo.
Someday, I'm gonna be a hunter and catch some rare animals. Right after we restore peace to our land, of course.
First peace, then dinosaurs.
Did you ever hear of the Loch Ness Monster?
Now that one I know. Pretty much everyone's heard of old Nessie.
Great, so I don't have to explain. I think she's a long-lost dinosaur, don't you?
Sure. Why not?
One of the compas gave me a book about it, with photos. It looks exactly like the plesiosaur.
Then why does it only live in Loch Ness?
Well, it probably got cut off from the ocean. Back when Loch Ness was part of the ocean, some plesiosaurs became trapped there when the climate changed. There weren't any mammals there, so no natural predators. Today's Nessie is descended from those plesiosaurs.
Then wouldn't it make sense for there to be monsters in other lakes with similar climates?
Exactly. That's why there's been giant monster sightings in a bunch of other places. Like Nahuelito and Ogopogo. I don't know if there's one in Irasu too, but I know there's definitely something living in Lago Cosipolca.
Now I'm like invested. I just want to go find Nessie now. I don't care about rebellion and all that stuff.
You mentioned the Nahuelito. What is it?
It's a plesiosaur that lives in Lago Nahuel Huapi in Argentina. It's described a little differently, but I'm sure it's basically the same creature as Nessie. Except for one thing.
What?
Well, according to one theory, it's the result of a nuclear test back in
like
the 50s.
Godzilla Nessie.
What? There's no record of a nuclear test in Argentina in the 50s.
At the time, the president, General Juan Perón, was pushing hard to industrialize the country. I wouldn't be surprised if he conducted a top-secret nuclear test before he was overthrown in a coup.
Sounds a little far-fetched to me.
You think? Then maybe Nahuelito really is a dinosaur.
No, I didn't say that.
I mean, it's really pretty obvious.
Wait a minute.
Thanks for clearing that up, boss.
Dinosaur.
Ooh, dinosaur. It's my favorite snake quote ever.
What about the Ogopogo? And what kind of name is that anyway?
Ogopogo's a monster that lives in Okanagan Lake in Canada. I guess it's an Indian name because it's a legend passed down by the Indians.
A legend, huh? Well, then it's probably not.
There's written records of it too. The first one was in 1872, and there's been more sightings since the start of the 20th century. You starting to get into UMAs too, Snake?
Yeah, maybe.
UMA hunting. Now that's a real man's adventure.
Heck yeah.
What do you say, Snake? After Nicaragua's
Let's
at
do
peace
it.
again? You want to go exploring together?
Well, we'll see. Might not be such a bad life.
Snake's like, hell yeah, I'll take up dinosaur hunting after all this.
Mokele Mumbembe lives in the Congo River. There's nothing mysterious about it, though. It's already been confirmed as a real living dinosaur. The local people know all about it, and when they were shown a drawing of a brontosaurus, every one of them said it was Mokele Mumbembe. When peace returns to Nicaragua, I want to go to the Congo myself.
Well, the revolutionary movement in the Congo ended in failure, you know.
Yeah, I know. I wish we could do something to help, but Africa's awfully far away.
Africa.
Wonder if El Che ever saw Mokele Mumbembe. I wonder if I will.
Well, best to take care of
Make
business
Samuel
here
Kelly
before
Mbembe.
daydreaming about Africa.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I love Chico's briefing files. I love dinosaurs encrypted, so. But wait, what's data files? Oh, that's the one. That's the sad tape. Alright, I gotta find my new one. Oh, look, I got 2 versions of it.
Taking it slow.
Wait, how do I just make it play?
Taking it slow. Taking it slow.
Does it have a way to just make it play without selecting it?
Taking it slow.
Maybe not.
Taking it slow. Taking
Those sound exactly the same to me.
Taking it slow.
No, triangle doesn't do it.
Taking it slow. Meow.
I'm gonna set all my commands to meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Now when people do co-op with me, I'm just gonna meow at them.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
His meow sounds like he's eating food.
Meow. Meow.
Like he's enjoying eating cat food. Meow. The lines that get infused with heroic spirit have effects when you use them. Oh! Ten hut.
Ten hut.
My god. No way. Get out of here, Travis. Get out of here, Cause. Is there, wait, does it tell you? Here. Yeah. Does it tell you if they're infused with spirit?
Sorry, I have to pull out. Hey!
Is it just the ... Is that how you know it has spirit? Oh, there's a little like marker here. Oh, I see.
You dish it out. I can take it.
Dish it out. I can take it. Alright, I gotta get out of here before I stay here forever. Alright, get your normal clothes on, buddy boy.
Survival.
Let's work on getting your sniper skills up. Ooh, magazine. Try to drop a magazine for somebody. Alright, good enough. Yeah, I did look at the magazines. Cool books. After this, it's gonna be Ground Zeroes or Revengeance.
Cross the bridge and head north.
Maybe I can do Ground Zeroes and then Revengeance and then like the normal 5. I suppose he's got a helmet on. Get him in his butt though. Cool. Who wants to be my friend? Sniping their butts.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Snake, butt sniper. Fulton. Whoa, what was that? Was that a goose?
If you had something to stand on, you could probably reach that.
I don't even have a box with... Can I do the box thing by myself?
Good. You reached the transport route. Follow it to their base.
I think I see someone.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Look at me. God dang it. Didn't I freaking hit him with a dart? Did I not hit him? Ow! Oh, there he goes. Well, that was stupid.
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now.
I guess the rolling into things doesn't work in this game. Oh, my freaking alert's still up? Whoops. I wasn't paying attention to my health.
Snake? What's going on? We still gotta look for Joy Maids together! Snake!
Well, I guess, so in portable ops, if you shoot them with a dart and then you roll into them, they automatically knock out, but I guess that doesn't work in this one.
Cross the bridge and head north.
Someone attack! The enemy's attacking!
What's wrong?
The enemy's attacking! Going to alert status!
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements. Proceed with extra caution.
Oh, come on. Not going as well as last time.
Somebody's here!
It's a two-level walkway. One path on top of the other.
Oh, what? He can jump? I didn't know he could jump. Oh god, I'm out of... Okay, whatever. How do I restart? They nerfed the rolling power.
Cross the bridge.
Portable ops, I would just shoot them with the dart and then roll into them. That was my tactic. I like how intense he looks when he's like hiding behind a box.
It's a two-level walkway. One path on top of the other.
I love how he reloads when he's duck walking.
What is it?
Come on. There we go. Look at him. He looks so funny. Yeah, I'm still working on acid.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
I was like, what is that? And it's just the guy clipping through.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
thought I found like a secret.
Fulton recovered a helicopter.
He has a big butt so big that it clips through.
Good. You reached the transport route. Follow it to their base.
Thick.
Enemy!
Enemy got your face in the ground. Idiot. Boink. Do I have my analyzer? Oh, I do. We want some CQC! Scan his crotch. Ooh, C-rank crotch. B for crotch. Uh-oh.
I think I see someone.
Hi, Fulton. Whoop!
They've got rocket launchers.
Whoop.
Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now.
Get out of here. Ah! Stop following me. They gone? You leaving? Get out of here, bozos.
What is it?
Oh, great. They just noticed that sleeping dude. They like walked over him and now they see him. Alright, come on. Clear out, you bozos. The extra C is for CYOCC.
HQ, come in.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return
I
to
love
base.
how they search for like 1 minute and then they don't find, even though like 3 of their men have been kidnapped by balloons. They look around for a minute and then they're like, I guess there's nobody here.
Their base should be beyond that transport route.
Sleep, baby boy.
Things.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, didn't I already kidnap these guys? They like bring them back? That stupid rocket launcher idiot. Buddy here.
I'm seeing things.
Like, whoa! drilled that guy into the wall. That was cool.
The base is beyond that fort. You've got to get past it somehow.
Somehow.
See those really big leaves around you? That is Guerrilla insignis. It is also known as Sombría de Pobre, or Poor Man's Parasol. You can literally use it as a parasol if you want to.
Can I like hold one and like float to the ground? Princess Peach? Oh, there's some bozos up there.
Can't be imagining things.
Can't be imagining. All in your head, buddy boy.
I heard gunfire!
Oh, why aren't you asleep?
Can't be imagining. We're under attack! Going to alert status!
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements. Proceed with extra
There he
caution.
goes. Where are the reinforcements? What?
The enemy's here!
Where did you come from?
Next! Enemy sight. Commencing attack.
Understood. Eliminate all hostiles.
Who the heck is talking? Where did these bozos come from? Come on down and fight me. Ready. These guys are too smart. They can jump.
HQ, come in!
This is HQ.
This is patrol. Target lost. Going to alert status.
Understood. The enemy should still be nearby. Find him.
Find me. Sorry, wake. Oh no, he's still sleeping. I didn't even bother to wake this guy up.
HQ, come in!
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
I haven't used my
Understood.
magazine on anybody
Return to
yet.
base.
Just not gonna notice their guy flying up into the sky. That's cool.
What's going on? Enemy attack! We're under attack! Going to alert status!
Understood. Maintain heightened alert.
Rise and shine.
No!
Our future is in your
Shut up,
hands.
Miller.
What's going on?
Alright, are they both down? Okay, I think I'm okay. Oh
HQ,
god,
come
he's
in.
making a freaking
This is
radio
HQ.
call.
This wait.
What's wrong?
Somebody there?
Uh-oh.
What's going on
Oh
over
god,
there?
there was a freaking
The
loser
enemy's
here. Hold-ups are a good way to deal with guys with helmets. Okay, it's hard when they're up on a roof, though. Oh look, a guy.
Fulton recovered a helicopter is complete.
Thought I had another Fulton. Sorry, buddy. Love you. Need more Fultons. I want to make everybody my friend. He's a prisoner of war. There's nobody even like keeping him prisoner anymore, but he's still just a prisoner of war. They didn't save him. Ooh, horses.
Guys, I'm inside the facility. There's rows and rows of trucks here.
If that's where they brought the nukes, then the truck we're after should be there. Snake, can you tell which one of the trucks brought the nukes? One of them must have the same license plate as the one from the terminal.
With my special eyes. Wasn't it? Was it this one? It's really important to not pick the correct one. Okay. Oh, look at this one has a codec on it. 69420. Wrong trucks are funny. There's obviously this one that says 0 on it.
Sunlight!
What? Sunlight!
Nothing.
Hilarious.
Where are they?
Oh. Mayling. That's cute. That's a good Easter egg. Wait, this is the right one? Okay. So I'll pick that one last.
Mr. Kojima?
Mr. Kojima. What are you doing in there? He's just hanging out in a truck, waving at us.
Metal Gear?
These are so stupid. Metal Gear.
Not
The
this
fish
one.
snake. Okay, I think that was all of them. Guess I'll look in the right truck now. First try.
This is the one. The exhaust's still warm. But the cargo's already been offloaded.
Just a minute. This isn't what we agreed on. It's too late. The changes have already been finalized. You told me it was going to be a deterrent, that we wouldn't have to launch. I am not arguing with you, Doctor. Our goal is to create the perfect deterrent. That's why I agreed to help develop it. However, in order to achieve that perfect deterrent, we must show the world our strength. 3 key principles ensure effective nuclear deterrence. First, you must have nuclear weapons. Second, you must never use them first. And third, and most important, if someone attacks you, you must strike back. Unless we prove beyond a doubt that these 3 principles work in practice, the world will not accept our new deterrent. And the only way to do that is to show them we are capable of actually launching a nuke. But isn't deterrence supposed to stop nukes from being used? Exactly. And so the one we launch will be the last one ever. I won't let you use my creation like that. Your creation? That thing wasn't even your idea to begin with. You stole it, didn't you?
Stole it? You're one to talk. You got the idea for bipedal locomotion from the communists in the first place.
You listen to me, Doc. Keep quiet. Do as I say. Not another word about stolen ideas. Should we succeed here, you'll be the toast of the scientific community. And your name will go down in history as champion of both progress and national security.
The hell with that!
Doctor! Unless we prove we're capable of launching, Peace Walker is useless as a deterrent. You used me! We used each other. I'll get my old director's job back at headquarters, and you'll finally be able to walk tall among your colleagues.
I won't let you get away with this!
How unfortunate. Guess I'll just have to take your legs for myself. Peace won't just come to us, Doc. We are going to have to meet it halfway. V for victory. Wait!
Hey, you okay?
Don't do it!
Snap out of it. Where are the nukes?
He's gonna do it! He's gonna launch a nuke!
Whoa. Wow. Whoa! Am I already fighting a Metal Gear? Oh, there it goes. Never mind. Hi.
Take him out!
Oh my goodness. Super Shagahad. Shagahad. Cuba.
It's one of the unmanned! Heads up!
Wow. Shagahad had a baby. Baby Hod. See? Probably because I didn't save that prisoner. Also, I kind of screwed up a lot. Shagahad Jr.
I got a report in from the R&D team. They finished plans for a new Hex-type plant, and today they're gonna start construction on the first block. Can't wait to finally say goodbye to this scrap heap. Only thing is, we don't have nearly enough GMP. We'll need to recruit more soldiers to get more GMP. You know what to do, Snake.
Dude, I've been recruiting so many soldiers. Oh, great. Got some freaking nerd in our squadron. Oh, and I got a trophy for it, too. Ooh, lime soda. Ooh, new plants. Aw, come on, anemone fish. Chill out. Lion. Why can't we all just be friends? Alright. Look at these bozos. 70% of my existence is made of movies. It's up to you to decide what to do with the remaining 30%. Alright, wow, look at him. Mr. Dr. Hideo. Blesbach. Canopies on choppers are pretty solid. You can break through them. It's the only way to get at the pilot inside. Mantis. One thing I've realized since I got here. There's all kinds of people in the world. They're all hot. A gamma. My dream is to invent a weapon that lets you Fulton recover somebody from a distance. Hell yeah, do it, a gamma. I need that. I need a Fulton gun. Black Bass. I'm a mountain boy. All this water and boats and stuff, irk. Give me a mission quick. Badger. Sneak up behind the enemy and hold him up, then make sure you Fulton recover him. That's how I do it. Leave them with their hands up for too long and you never know when they're gonna turn their guns on you again. Shrimp. Whoa, almost screwed up back there. All because I didn't read the intel in that briefing files first. Gotta use your brains, not just your brawn. I can smell it. The smell of blood. Lots of blood. Alright, let's keep an eye on Hamadryad. He's a little bit of a weirdo. Mongoose. I could have sworn I saw a guy who looked just like me. Must have been a coincidence. That's pretty good. Alright. Alright, all you bozos. Get in your bozo spots. Can I develop anything? What's this? What's this? Double mate. I don't really use the mate. Whatever. I guess I'll just do everything. I need more Fultons. I need Fulton gun. I need that man to invent the Fulton gun. Battle. Target demolition. C4 only. Okay.
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission and proceed to the Fulton recovery point so we can get you back alive and well. Good luck out there.
Sabotaging enemy bases is another principle of guerrilla warfare. You will need explosives for that. And naturally, once they detonate, the enemy will know you're there. So you need to make sure you have enough time to get to safety before they go off. Best to plan your escape route before you go and plant the explosives.
Don't tell me what to do.
The new plant is a hex type. That gives it more surface area than previous types, and also makes it easier to plant expansions. We're gonna make this place huge.
Hex, huh? Like a beehive.
Nothing wrong with that. They say the honeycomb design is one of the strongest. I hear they're even thinking of using it in tank armor.
Good enough for me. I'll see about finding us some worker bees.
Appreciate it, boss.
Then we'll talk about getting some of that sweet, sweet honey.
You were saying Japan has a peace constitution too.
Yep. Japan renounced war in Article 9 of its constitution, aspiring sincerely to an international peace based on justice and order. The Japanese people forever renounce war as a sovereign right of the nation, and the threat or use of force as a means of settling international disputes. In order to accomplish the aim of the preceding paragraph, land, sea, and air forces, as well as other war potential, will never be maintained. The right of belligerency of the state will not be recognized.
You know it by heart.
Some things you never forget.
Impressive. There were some parts I didn't quite get, though. Like the whole means of settling conflicts thing.
Yeah, that's been the subject of debate. Whether or not it forbids any and all use of force. The current Constitution was originally drawn up under the Allied occupation. The first draft was even submitted by Allied GHQ. So naturally, there are some who feel the Constitution was imposed on Japan by foreigners.
Things like that are never simple. Same for every country, I guess.
One thing's for sure, though. Not having an army let Japan focus on economic recovery after the war. In that sense, it's the same as Costa Rica.
Kaz, you were in the Japanese self-defense force, right? I thought that Article 9 you were talking about earlier prevented Japan from having an army.
Yeah, and that's another subject of controversy. The Self-Defense Force is an organization for the purpose of defense. Article 9 of the Constitution does not deny Japan's right to self-defense. Therefore, the SDF is constitutional. That's Tokyo's official stance.
Sounds complicated.
Call it what you will. It's a distinctly Japanese way of interpreting things.
Oh, Kaz, you're so Japanese.
The U.S. has military forces stationed in Japan, right?
Right. Even though the Allied occupation ended, American forces are still stationed there under the U.S.-Japan Security Treaty.
Unlike Costa Rica.
Part of it stems from the occupation, but Japan also occupies a key strategic position from America's perspective. It's next door to the Soviet Union, and close to China and North Korea as well. It's integral to the security of Pacific Asia. For America, Japan represents a barrier against communism.
What about for Japan?
As you might expect, there's deep-rooted opposition to the alliance. In 1960 and 1970, when the treaty was up for revision, there were mass protest movements against it, especially in Okinawa. The U.S. only gave it back to Japan 2 years ago, and American bases are still concentrated there. It's a heavy burden for the Okinawans to bear.
Then why don't they scrap the treaty?
Lots of reasons. There's the imbalance of power with the U.S., of course, and if Japan pulled out, they'd be losing the nuclear umbrella America provides. And as for whether the JSDF could defend the country after the Americans left, I really couldn't say. Costa Rica is in a similar situation. They depend on the Inter-American Treaty of Reciprocal Assistance, the so-called Rio Pact.
So, the countries with peace constitutions end up having to rely on other countries' armies. Kind of ironic.
On the flip side, not everybody in America is satisfied with it either. Some people argue Japan is freeloading off America's security guarantee. And you know how Japan's industrial exports are making inroads in the States.
Yeah, I've got a Japanese camera myself. Best damn camera around.
Japan's low defense spending allows it to invest more in economic recovery and expand its share of the American market.
Kaz, have you ever used
That's a
Japanese
bitter pill
camera?
for Americans to swallow. You know that today, Japan is under the American nuclear umbrella.
Right.
The U.S. vowed to retaliate against any country that launches a nuclear strike against an allied country. That promise deters nuclear attacks against America's allies, hence the term nuclear umbrella. But suppose the Russians nuke Tokyo. Would America really nuke Moscow in return? If they did, the Soviet Union would undoubtedly retaliate. Would Washington really be willing to risk having a bomb dropped on itself in order to avenge Japan? I'm not so sure.
Don't tell me you're still worried about Japan. After all these years?
It's not that.
To be honest, I'm not convinced either. But Moscow faces the same dilemma. Maybe Washington wouldn't retaliate on Japan's behalf. Then again, maybe it would.
So you're saying Moscow wouldn't want to risk being attacked either?
The whole concept of nuclear deterrence is entirely hypothetical to begin with. When you get down to it, it's all smoke and mirrors.
That's deep.
Japan shall not possess, manufacture, or allow the introduction of nuclear weapons into Japan. Those are the 3 non-nuclear principles set forth by the Japanese government.
Allow the introduction? That's funny. Some of the U.S. warships that visit Japanese ports are armed with nukes. Or are you going to tell me they transfer them at sea onto other ships every time they visit?
You raise a good point, Snake. But the Japanese government doesn't recognize it as such. The introduction of nuclear weapons into Japanese territory would need to be agreed upon in advance. America hasn't made any such agreements. Therefore, they aren't bringing nukes into Japan. That's the official excuse.
Doesn't sound like much of an excuse to me.
I don't blame you. Keep in mind, though, Japan suffered actual nuclear attacks. Anti-nuke sentiment there runs deeper than you think. I suppose the government's not really in a position to admit that sort of thing.
Alright, one more.
So tell me, Kaz,
I know you
how's
all
the
came
self-defense
here to
force
learn
you
about
were in
Japan's
different from an army?
The JSDF is set up for national defense. It's not configured for aggression against other countries. It's what you'd call exclusive defense.
Exclusive defense?
It's the fundamental strategic posture of the JSDF. No preemptive attacks. Only the minimum defensive action necessary after an enemy attacks.
Anything defined as self-defense, then?
The JSDF originated as the National Police Reserve. Back then, American forces stationed in Japan were being sent over to fight in the Korean War. So in a sense, the NPR was filling a gap.
Police, huh? Reminds me of the Costa Rican Civil Guard.
Yeah, exactly. They're also dispatched to provide disaster relief. The year before I joined, they had a hell of a time trying to rescue some buses that got hit by landslides.
Oh my god, there's still more. Just keeps going.
So why'd you quit the JSDF?
Because I didn't have a reason to be in Japan anymore.
I was no longer a samurai.
My mom had died 3 years earlier, so I didn't have to care for her anymore. With her gone, there was no point hanging around in Japan.
Yeah, but a man with your talents could have risen pretty high in the ranks, I imagine.
I don't know what they made of me. Could be it actually alienated me from the brass. And personally, I could never get used to the idea of exclusive defense.
Meaning?
On a strategic level, I can see how a country could go with the exclusive defense model used by the JSDF. And I've got nothing against my fellow soldiers who believe in it. On a tactical level, though, it just rubbed me the wrong way. To put it simply, I was itching for a real fight.
I figured.
And I felt as long as I was in the JSDF, I'd never be able to stand shoulder to shoulder with my father, who was in the U.S. Army. Seeing Yukio Mishima's suicide didn't help either.
Yukio Mishima, the guy who wrote The Temple of the Golden Pavilion.
The way he questioned the status quo hit home with me. Not that I admired his vision or anything, but it did get me thinking, that's for sure.
Cool. Alright, so I'm fighting... Oh, no. First we're doing the C4 thing. Alright, make sure I have C4.
Let's rock.
I have C4. Oh, I don't have C4. Whoops. I thought I put it on.
Destroy all enemy supplies with your C4.
Buddy. Did they see me?
Fulton recovered a helicopter is complete.
I was trying to hold him up. I don't know how to hold up in this one.
Next.
Oh God. Places it on so gently.
Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there. You did it! Keep it up!
Hold them up after CQC throwing them. Oh, okay, that's cool. Hobby magazine layout. What's that? New magazine? Solidus magazine, yes. I didn't know if there was gonna be one. Hey, why do I have so many new guys? Oh, I got like 3 guys. Mini fish loves curry. Lion says, watch your suppressors. Tasmanian devil, where's the party gonna start, amigo? Party's 24/7. Horse. Horse is a crispy bacon fan. We're starting to get a lot of repeats now. Bald eagle, machine guns are tough. Globefish. Sometimes I get to thinking, what is human life in the face of truly great scientific research? Globefish experiments on humans. Lobster, welcome back. Made something new for dinner today. Want to try some? Hell yeah, lobster. Port stripe marker set. Yes! Fulton rank 3. Let's go. Wait. Where's my Solidus magazine? Oh, there it is. Hell yeah. Alright. Time to blow up a pupa.
Careful, Snake. I've never seen anything like that, and I've got no idea how to bring
it down.
So maybe the scientist knows. However you do it, take that thing out.
Pass.
Pass.
What was the government thinking, building a power plant at the top of a mountain? With no river to replenish the water, the lake would dry up pretty quick.
If it were an ordinary power plant. But the plan called for a pumped storage power plant.
Pumped storage power plant? Kaz mentioned that too. What is that?
It is a facility that generates electricity by pumping water up to the lake, then letting it run back down.
Huh. Seems Sisyphean to me.
Wow, Snake,
if they turned the water into electricity as soon as they had pumped it up, sure. But a pumped storage plant acts as a kind of battery.
A battery?
For instance, they could pump at night when there is surplus electricity and store it for later use. If they need extra power during the day, they can generate it using water pumped up during the night.
I get it. It's a little more difficult to adjust output with thermal or nuclear plants.
The thing is, Costa Rica won't have enough electricity to meet its needs. Right now, there is no surplus.
Maybe that's what put the brakes on the project. Must have played right into the CIA's hands.
Watch out! It's El Galapagos. It reduces its body weight by blasting air underneath it. That makes it a lot faster than any tank. It also has a tight turning radius.
Any weak points?
Taking out its boosters could reduce its acceleration. You could also try destroying its machine guns.
I'll give it a shot.
Boosters and
We've lost many compas to that thing. Send it to the scrapyard.
Chico's still just talking about Loch Ness Monster. Very important to our mission.
Survival.
Alright, so I guess I need some big explodey boys. Let's go double explodey boy. Throw a magazine at it. I need my supply markers. Probably don't need C4, but I'll bring it anyway. Cologne. Can't fight a snake if can't fight a tank if you don't smell good. Right. Let's do this. You want a machine gun? Oh. Grab a machine gun then. I mean, he has one, but then apparently he just kind of throws it away. Aim with your eye patch, Snake. He holds the side up to his eye patch. What a dingus. Alright. I guess I'll do RPG and 60. Okay, this time. Jagahod Jr. Jagahod Mark II. Honestly kind of cute. Kind of like wiggly and I like him. Despite the whole like murder machine thing. Oh god. Ah! It's just driving all over the- oh my god. It's like going.
That's an AI weapon. The pupa. It's fast, so be careful.
Yeah, thanks. I can tell it's fast, idiot. It like spins around like a figure skater.
Engaging shock units.
Lie flat to avoid getting hit when it charges.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Firing boosters.
God, look at this thing. It's just like freaking so fast. I feel like this is better than all the other Metal Gears. This guy guy's so fast.
Engaging shock units.
You destroyed the machine gun!
Because I'm awesome. Ah! Ow! Ow! Where's it going?
There'll be some warning signs when it's coming out.
Oh, I thought I could go up there. Some warning signs? What does that even mean? Ah!
Engaging shock units.
Oh wait, is this a hole I can get in? No, it's just a little...
boosters.
God, what is it doing?
Keep those lightning rods out! They direct its electroshock attack!
Ah! Oh god, get up! Oh god. Oh god, where did all these come from? Oh god. Ow! Oh god. Get up!
High voltage incoming!
You won't get up! I'm like shaking the stick and he like wouldn't get up. Oh god, I don't have any rockets. This is not going well. My markers. Wait, where? Ah! How do I avoid that one? Or do I have to like blow up the little mines? Okay. There's my supplies.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak. You're asking for the impossible. We need some time. Try again later.
Ah! I have like no time to react to anything.
Do you have enough ammo? Here it is. That cylindrical. Here it is. That cylindrical pod.
Okay, I forget how to call. No.
Here it is. That cylindrical pod.
Okay, there we go.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Okay, well that dodged that. I don't know if that was because I blew up things or if it's because I'm up here. Don't be impressed by it.
I amaze myself sometimes. Sorry.
Ow. It's very cute that it sings, but it's also evil. Ah! The way it just like comes and drives over me with like
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Oh! Shoot me.
Destroy the treads on the left and right to stop it from doing its punch attack.
Ooh. Well, it's down. Ah, crap, I'm out of rockets.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Here. Ow! You got hit by the cardboard box. Freaking Miller! Oh my god. It takes so hard. It's like so hard to wake up. Ah! Oh, it knocked me off. Hit me this
They've
time.
okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Ah! Ah! Oh god! The way it just rolls over me is really funny.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Supply markers are really helpful because they just like keep sending me snacks. So I never go hungry. Come on, why'd you dodge that? Alright, Snake, almost dead. Come on, man, freaking rockets.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Oh, there he is. Hey, baby.
Blow the hatch and climb into the AI pod!
Hatch.
You should be able to get it!
Gently taps on it after blowing it up. Here I go. It's the robot now.
Pull out all the AI's memory boards before the pod's ejected. The black memory
Oh my
boards
god, it's freaking.
Go after the boards with icons over them.
Gross.
Wait, which one am I supposed to pull out?
You can unlock memory boards by destroying the mechanical components that they control. Any boards you remove can be used to build our own AI weapon. Memory boards have different functions according to the icons displayed over them. Go ahead and
It's
take
just
whichever
freaking
ones you want.
2001. Stealing parts for his gaming PC. I thought they were ranked, so that's why I was getting all the ones that said S on them, but I guess they're just like different kinds. Nope. There he goes. Well, that was something.
That was an unmanned weapon. A prototype. I made it myself.
Who are you?
I work here. Well, used to, anyway. Name's Huey.
Otacon Senior.
And who might you be? You don't look like one of those mercenaries.
Me. I'm an entomologist.
A fighting entomologist?
Yeah, I specialize in butterflies.
I specialize in butterflies and punching.
Ulysses.
Ulysses? Huh. I didn't think they lived in Costa Rica. Morphos, maybe?
That's it. Need to get some before the Washington Treaty goes into effect.
Says here Morphos aren't covered under the treaty.
Must have slipped my mind.
You sure you're feeling all right?
Anyway, long story short, the butterfly got away. So how about it, Doc? Did you make that big butterfly too?
Yes. And no.
What was that thing? What are they doing here?
Huh. Something tells me you're no ordinary entomologist.
Does he have a vape pen? 1970s vape pen?
The nukes were loaded on that machine. The project's entering its final phase.
Project?
That's right. The thermonuclear warheads they brought in, the bases scattered throughout Costa Rica, the mercenaries, the AI weapons, the research we were conducting here. It's all for this. We used this facility to develop unmanned weapons.
Unmanned?
Robots. The one you just fought was a pupa. There's also a flying type called chrysalis and a treaded type, the cocoon. Motor control, target detection, tracking,
It's all very
attack,
like
capture, and
Mighty
transport
Monarch.
functions are all controlled by an electronic brain. There's no need for a human pilot. They can only follow simple commands, though.
Why build them here?
For the CIA. They invited me here a year ago.
That's who that guy was.
CIA's station chief for Central America. Goes by the name of Hot
Coldman.
Apparently he was some sort of hero back at the height of the Cold War. He's the one running the show. We called it the Peace Walker Project.
Peace Walker?
That's the name of the game.
They're going to deploy a new type of nuclear weapon along the Caribbean coast of Latin America. A mobile, unmanned nuclear platform.
Mr. Icy Hot.
Nuclear platform.
A fail deadly system that can automatically move into position and launch a retaliatory nuclear strike. It can move on its own, and stealth shields it from radar and satellite detection, drastically reducing the risk of it being destroyed in a preemptive strike.
And this is the new deterrent?
Supposed to be. The problem is the locomotion system. There's no dry season in the Caribbean. It rains all year round. The terrain is full of tropical rainforest. A lot of the time you can't even build a proper road. So I went back to where it all started.
What's that?
Legs. Walking power. A mobile launcher carrying a thermonuclear warhead even more powerful than the Soviet RDS-220s. That's Peace Walker.
Chico's Basilisco.
We did the assembly and field testing here.
A walking nuke.
I sort of borrowed the original idea from behind the Iron Curtain.
The missing link between infantry and artillery. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. But they'd actually need to deploy dozens of them. Coldman needs funding for that. And to get it, he's planning a test, which will also serve as a demonstration for the folks back at Langley.
Wait, he's launching a nuke to prove that his perfect deterrent works?
In his words, to prove that if someone attacks us, we will strike back. Put simply, nuclear deterrence is the idea of using nukes to keep nukes in check. If one side launches nuclear weapons, the other is sure to launch theirs in retaliation, which makes launching an act of suicide. In the end, neither side can use its nukes. It's thanks to this doctrine that the world's two superpowers have avoided all-out confrontation. Nuclear deterrence has brought us peace. At the very least, it's prevented another world war from breaking out. But the theory of nuclear deterrence exists only on paper. In reality, there's no guarantee that either side would follow through with retaliation. There's the chance that a preemptive strike could destroy all the missile bases, render them unable to retaliate. But the biggest flaw in the theory is that the decision to retaliate has to be made by human beings. Let me give you a real-world example. Let's say Country X launches first against Country Y. If the people in charge of Country Y are like you and me, they're not going to be able to retaliate, knowing that they're effectively ending all human life.
So then the weak link in nuclear deterrence theory is the uncertainty of retaliation.
Bingo. And that creates a loophole Country X can exploit to launch the first strike. Which is why we designed the system to be unmanned. With Peace Walker, retaliation is certain. It chooses the appropriate target and launches a retaliatory nuclear strike every time, without needing human input to make the call.
Put robots in charge
Launching
of
a
the
nuclear
nukes.
strike against Peace Walker is tantamount to pushing the launch button against yourself. It closes the loophole in nuclear deterrence theory, rendering our friends in Country X completely unable to launch. What Coldman is saying is that to achieve this goal, we need to demonstrate that retaliation will be carried out by a machine. He will launch his nuke. And then his version of deterrence will be complete.
And you believe him?
I believe in peace through nuclear deterrence.
Why?
My father worked on the Manhattan Project. He put his whole life into that research. And all it created was this illusion of peace called deterrence. And then I was born, unable to walk. I had no choice but to face up to the nukes. But if they do end up launching, it'll all have been for nothing. They've got to be stopped.
Where'd they take the warheads?
To a base near the border. The final test is 5 days from now.
Where's the base?
You're gonna stop them? It's kind of a hike. And besides, there's a surefire way to halt the project. You see, Peace Walker isn't quite finished yet.
What do you mean?
It's missing one last critical structural component. The AI. Its brain. The reptile pod, the electronic brain I was working on, can only follow commands like, go there.
It's just like
attack
Snake.
that. I guess you could compare it to the human cerebellum.
Go there.
But for
attack
nuclear
that.
deterrence to work, it must function in place of a human decision maker. It needs something to analyze the huge volumes of data coming in and select an appropriate target for retaliation. Hence, it needs the high-level decision-making ability of a cerebrum.
A mechanical cerebrum.
The hardware configuration is modeled on the human brain, similar to the pod I worked on, but its role is completely different.
Where's it being made?
A research lab to the north. An AI expert named Dr. Strangelove is developing it. Very hush-hush.
Dr. Strangelove?
Strangelove was recruited from the States, too.
In the
field of AI, there's no one better, references aren't even
subtle.
But man, what a
just
basket
slap them on
case.
there.
She hates everybody. Go to the lab and destroy Peace Walker's cerebrum.
70% movie man.
I'm pretty sure they haven't finished the final calibrations yet. I'll lend you my ID card. It'll get you through security at the lab. Oh, and one more thing.
Dr. How I Learned
What's
to Love
this?
the Bomb.
A letter of recommendation?
Yeah, it's from me to Dr. Strangelove. Don't read it, okay?
Oh, I am so reading it. Just open it in front of his face and read it.
So what will you do now?
I'm done with science. At this rate, I'm probably already halfway to hell anyway.
Not so fast. Why not join us? Our place is outer heaven. You'd fit right in.
Outer heaven?
My controller is so rumbly.
I'm probably
now.
better suited to something like that than this paradise.
Good. You get a free balloon trip for signing up. Enjoy it. You'll feel like a butterfly.
You're an agent, right? Who do you work for?
Me. I was a Cold War tool, same as you. Now I'm not so useful anymore, so they cut me loose. I don't answer to anyone. Call me Snake.
Snake? That name seems familiar somehow.
It's probably just deja vu.
See that there? Beyond the cloud forest? See those ruins?
Yeah.
That's where you'll find Dr. Strangelove's lab.
Whatever. Was at least a B rank. Drone supply marker. Craft grenades. Ooh, night vision goggles.
Snake, the doctor's safe here with us.
Huey, how are you feeling?
Never better. This is quite the pad you've got here, boss. I'm impressed.
Call me Snake.
Whatever you say. Like it or not, everyone here calls you boss. By the way, if you're at all interested in improving your tech, by all means assign me to the R&D section. I'm pretty sure I'll be of some use. Once we have the necessary materials and blueprints, we can start work on that bipedal mech.
I appreciate that, but are you sure you're okay with having your work used for war?
I'll be using it to keep past mistakes in check. If I can help thwart the Peace Walker project, I'm happy to do it.
Deterrence theory, Huey style, huh?
Assign him to the combat
Anyway,
use.
if you need any intel on the enemy's weapons or electronic brains, contact
Sorry,
me.
Huey.
I've been given
You're
my
going
own
on the
frequency.
front lines.
Sounds good to me, Doc. I'll do that.
Good. Whatever the means, you must put a stop to their plans.
Oh, Epic Cow. Well, I enjoy having you here. Thanks for coming.
Hey, boss, you mind if we powwow for a sec?
What now? MSF brand rations?
Actually, that sounds... No. With all the men we have now, it may be time we started sending some of them to other countries.
You mean dispatching mercs?
How else are we gonna keep feeding the crew we have?
I know. You're right.
Okay, To deploy troops, select Outer Ops from the Mother Base menu. If it goes really well, we might even get new recruits, weapon design specs, or leads on new missions. We can deploy any vehicles or large-scale weapons in our
just
arsenal
send out
as well.
tanks on
And
missions.
if things don't go really well?
Yeah, we could lose men. I won't try and force you. You're the one calling the shots here, boss.
I know. MSF franchise, t-shirts, hats, snacks, spatulas. Wait, can I I was gonna say, can I actually put Huey on the front line? And I was gonna ask if I could play as him, but I'm guessing probably not, since he's in a wheelchair. Yellowtail. Alright, Huey, what do you have to say? My father worked on the Manhattan Project. In a lifetime of research, he produced two things: the illusion of peace through deterrence, and me and my useless legs. One way or the other, I had to face up to the nukes. Wow, okay. Shotgun, then Lockman, rank 2. I like how the whole, like, Otacon family is like a Simpson family where they all look the same, and they all, like, inherit the same exact characteristics, and they all have glasses. They're just like the Van Houtens. Like, even E's just like a little tiny girl Otacon. And they all sound the same too, yeah. There's some strong genes. Oh my gosh, look at all these. Let's see, what do I want to do? Let's do our Mosin. Let's upgrade our supply marker. I haven't used any strike markers yet. Oh wait, maybe I don't have them yet. It's NVG. Oh, that's night vision goggles. Well, I can't afford them anyway. Wait, I can read the letter? Sorry, Huey, we didn't all go to country college. Hey, long time no see, huh? Sorry for writing you out of the blue like this. I've been trying to get in touch, but you know, you haven't been answering. Was it something I said, baby? Oh no, this is so awkward! If so, I apologize. It's just there's something I want to tell you, so I decided to put in a letter. Now I feel bad about reading it, but now I can't stop. I mean, obviously this isn't the best time at all, but I was wondering, you know, kind of curious about your research and stuff. How's the pod coming? I was wondering whether that problem we worked together was working or not, you know, the one that links our two AIs. If not, I could always go over and fix it. I mean, if that's okay for my peace of mind, really, you know, make sure the program's feeling alright. Program has feelings, would you? Haha. They did such a good job of making this so awkward. I've been meaning to tell you something for the longest time. When we first met at NASA, those were fun times. The science we loved. Ever since then, I've always held you your research. Why did he write his stutters in? A wonderful person. I need you for my research. I mean, no. Well, yes and no. It's hard to explain. And when I saw you again in Costa Rica, I could hardly believe it. Divine intervention or something. You know, like it was written somewhere that we were meant to be like this. You and me, the two of us, from now on. Well, there's research, of course, but research can have so many different meanings, can it? I'm rambling again, sorry. But we don't have much time left. When Peace Walker is finished, that's it, right? That's the end of the project. So what I'm trying to say is, Peace Walker is kind of like something we create together. So it's our child. Do it for our child, Dr. Strangelove. I hope you won't disappear on me like you did last time. Sorry for taking up your time. I wish you the best of luck with your research. Your dear friend, Huey. Oh, that was so awkward. This might be the radiation talking, but you got a butt that won't quit.
I'm gonna puke.
For real? Talk to him about the letter. Oh! Is he in our, like, is he in, like, our radio stuff now? Wait, I gotta send a tank out. In Outer Ops, you can send units to conflict zones to participate in combat. Battles will take place as you progress time by completing main ops or extra ops on missions. Soldiers are victorious, they will gain experience, and also obtain rewards. If you're defeated, soldiers may come back injured or might not come back at all. Mechs that sustain damage in battle can be repaired temporarily. Okay. Alright, let's do this E rank. Let's put let's put some guys on here. And a tank. Alright, there you go. They only have 2 guys, and I'm sending out 7 guys in a tank. Do it. Go. We'll just start with that for now and see how it goes. Oh, mission 69. Nice. Oh wait, we got a new marksmanship challenge.
Commencing training mission. Missions like this are key to building up your basic skills. Be careful out there.
We've cleared this prison out already. No enemies to worry about in there. I'm thinking you could use these twisty streets for urban combat training. This could be the perfect place to practice with throwing weapons. What do you think?
Just says nothing. What do you think? Silence. Oh, great. Okay, can I talk to him about reading his stupid letter? I guess talk about him electronic cigarettes.
Hey, Doc.
Hey, Doc.
What was that you were smoking in the lab? It looked like a cigarette, but it wasn't lit.
Oh, it's an electronic cigarette. I designed it myself. Pretty neat, huh?
Electronic cigarette.
Yep, a liquid in the filter that turns into vapor, and you inhale the microparticles.
So that was vapor.
I'd actually rather be smoking normal cigarettes, but not in that room. The smoke would wreck the precision equipment in there, ruin all its wiring. But the vapor is just steam. It doesn't contain tar or anything like that. So I can smoke it in the lab with no worries.
Nice.
Want to try one?
Nah, I'll stick with cigars.
Yeah, but
I don't like imitations. The real thing's always better.
Okay.
To yourself.
But you know, sooner or later, smoking's going to become very unfashionable across the world. It hurts you and those around you. Electronic cigarettes might not seem so bad then.
Yeah, when that happens, I'll think about
That
it.
would have been like the end of like MGS4. Big Boss comes with like a freaking e-cigarette. That would have been pretty good. Also, I just like having like that voice, like Otacon's voice being like, I love cigarettes.
You said your dad was involved in the Manhattan Project, right?
Yeah?
And you think that's why you can't walk?
I don't know. Actually, you know, probably not. So far, nobody's found evidence that exposure to radiation in parents causes genetic defects in children, except for those exposed in the womb. Epidemiologically speaking, anyway.
That's the conclusion of the Atomic Bomb Casualty Commission.
Right. The ABCC commenced its study immediately after the war, and it's still ongoing.
Even now, 30 years later.
The effects of radiation exposure last a long time. I'm guessing it'll be another 10 years before we get a real verdict on whether it affects genes. Granted, it's the most massive study anybody's ever done. But that's really all it is, a study. The ABCC brought in bomb victims and ran tests on them, but they didn't treat them.
Really? Them too, huh?
At any rate, that's what my father made me believe when I was growing up.
Maybe it was tough for your dad to explain. Ever think of that?
Yeah, maybe. But this is my problem now, Snake. I have to face the nukes head on, whether I like it or not. My creations are being used for the wrong purposes. The onus is on me to stop it somehow. Help me, Snake. Hey, as long as I'm here at Mother Base, why not assign me to the R&D team? You could use a guy like me.
Glad to have you on board. I'm sure Kaz is, too.
Once I've got the necessary materials and design specs together, I should be able to start building you that bipedal weapon platform. Nothing would make me happier than for my research to help put a stop to Peace Walker.
So this Dr. Strangelove was at NASA?
Yeah. Well, actually, Strangelove left for DARPA not long after I joined.
And then the two of you ended up back together doing research in Costa Rica.
Not exactly together. We coordinated on a few things, but the research projects themselves were separate from each other. We had it worked out so that Dr. Strangelove handled the mammal pod, Peace Walker's cerebrum, while I did the rest.
That letter, something to do with your research?
Huh? No, it's yeah, it's a report. Research findings.
Research findings? Anything in there we could use against Peace Walker?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just don't read it, okay? Promise me you won't.
Sure. I promise. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's rock.
Let's rock.
They said I should use throwing weapons on this. Oh wait, my throwing weapons are over here. Alright, guess we're going into this one with grenades. I'll take a handgun too, just in case. I promise I won't read it anymore. I won't read it again.
Hit the targets as fast and as accurately as you can.
Okay, I don't think this was good for throwing weapons. Okay, maybe it was.
Now that's what I'm
Hell yeah.
about. Amazing.
Wait, I always lose them. I always like mess up the order of the targets. Where's the next targets? Oh. Oh, they're coming out this way. I should probably back off a bit.
Bravo.
Thanks.
Nice work.
Oh no. Okay, so ah, he's coming at me.
Now that's what I'm talking
Oh
about.
my god, I'm doing so
Amazing.
good. targets again. Feels so good when Kaz praises me. The heck? Why can I never find where the targets come from? I try to follow a path, but... Oh god, I'm running out of time. Oh, there it is. Alright, we're going handgun now. Like, what the heck? There's like one, and then I have to like go down here? Kaz's fault for telling me to bring in stupid grenades.
Mission complete. Great job. Thanks for putting me on the R&D team, Snake. I'll cut to the chase. We've commenced development on our own bipedal weapon. The only thing is, we don't exactly have easy access to resources here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have the budget of a defense department behind us.
I understand. That's why I want to ask you something. If you fight any more AI weapons, could you try to gather as many of their parts as you can? That would really make things go a lot smoother.
Again, easier said than done.
If anyone could do it, you can, boss. You single-handedly took out the pupa.
True.
Yeah,
Look,
pretty cool.
If you're not interested, I can just work with what we have here. I'm not trying to force you to take unnecessary risks. You're the boss around here.
All right. No promises, but I'll think about it.
Great. Also, each AI weapon has a head part that serves as the core of its armament. Recovering a head part will allow you to use the weapon associated with that part. But those guys won't go down without a fight, so don't get too preoccupied with this stuff.
Don't worry. I'm not about to risk my life for a bunch of scrap.
I would hope not. One more thing. Our new bipedal weapon needs a name.
Good point. We can't keep calling it our bipedal weapon.
I had a talk with Miller, and we came up with Metal Gear Zeke.
Metal Gear? Zeke?
Yep. As you know, Metal Gear was coined by Granin.
And Zeke?
It's a name the U.S. military gave to Japanese aircraft that flew during World
Metal
War II.
Gear. Just call it Metal Gear.
Zeke was the Japanese Navy's best fighter plane. So are you okay with that, Snake?
Sure. Fine by me.
Miller was saying that an army without
by a
borders
bunch
will
of
need a
nerds.
deterrent against other countries. He's right. With Metal Gear, MSF can achieve true independence.
Here's hoping.
Nope, I haven't played Snatcher yet. Plan to eventually. Paint color? Oh my god, can I make it pink? Deploy powerful new weapons. And on parts collected. Jetpacks, additional armor. Okay. I don't have enough parts. I thought I got a bunch of those parts. Because all I have is this. What? I can't paint it until it's complete? Well, that's boring. I'll probably be streaming for like another 40 minutes. Did my team come back? Oh, I can like watch it? Wow. He just took those guys out. They like shot at us and then we just shoot him with a tank and a rocket launcher. Good job, team. Ooh, confidential document. Naked leaf. Okay, this better just be Snake with like a leaf over his crotch. Otherwise I'm gonna be severely disappointed. Cardboard box tank? Combat ready love box. Player 1 serves as driver, player 2 as gunner. What? Cardboard box tank. Wait, did my Solidus magazine finish? Ooh! Oh, my boy. Orderly Men's Lifestyle magazine aimed at discriminating adults. Ever popular Bonsai Corner. Naturally, it also features its fair share of adult content. Is bigger really better? Bonsan Bonzana, is bigger really better? That's what Solidus always asked. Solidus's famous quote, is bigger really better? I want to look at my box tank. Alright. Armored vehicle battle.
Commencing mission. You're in for some heavy combat with this one. Try and make it back in one piece.
Destroy the vehicle or neutralize the enemy soldiers. So is this just what I did before? Has 4 skulls.
Commencing mission. You're in for some heavy combat with this one. Try and make it back in one piece.
Anybody ready for co-op? Friends only. Random. Let's go. If anybody's available for co-op, I'll have this open for a couple minutes and see if I can get some co-op people. rifle? No. Machine gun. Wait, no, not Mosin. Rocket launcher. Actually, wait, there's guys on this. Well, it'll be co-op, so we'll see what people do. Oh, my PlayStation name is Esquilax. Esquilax with 2 X's. What else do I need? Oh, can I bring my tank box? Did that already develop, or is that something I can't make yet? Box tank! Oh man. Somebody get in the box tank with me. Okay, box tank. Okay. Walkman, ration, chips. Alright. I don't think I need my Walkman. But I do need curry. Alright. I don't really need my Fultons because I'm not bringing. Alright, we got 1 person. Anybody else joining? This isn't PSP, this is PS3. Probably set it to public. Well, I've been asking people to. I put out my name a while ago to get friends. So. Oh, alright. We got Noel. Give us like 1 more minute to see if we can get a 4th person. Oh, you sent yours today. Wait. Well. Survival. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go... Wait, let me turn this off while I go to the... I'm just gonna accept some friend requests real quick. Wait, I don't know if I... Wait. Do I have any? Oh, friend request. Okay, sorry, I'm just accepting these. Add. Okay, I think those are the only ones I got. Okay. Uh-oh, we lost somebody. Alright, we got somebody. We got Ragnar. Yeah, anybody feel free to add me at any time. I don't know. Like, I haven't really done co-op before, so this is kind of a test run. Alright, let's go. I have no idea. Bring whatever you want. Stake it. This is a live co-op test run. Alright. I don't know if you guys are like watching the stream while you're doing co-op with me, because you're gonna hear like my commands like 15 seconds later. I'll probably, for like future co-op streams, I might like mention it beforehand. This was just kind of on the fly, but I'm definitely gonna do more in the future. Alright, I need somebody to get in the box tank with me. Right, where are my buddies? Oh, look at my friendos. Oh, this is the first one. Okay. Where's our... I'm gonna get a box tank. Oh, look at my little team! We're so cute! Yeah, why isn't everyone in pink, guys? Oh my god, here we are.
You don't have any supply markers.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Maybe you should pull back and reorganize things.
Ow! Someone hit my box tank. Someone get in my box tank with me. No, don't leave me! I cannot handle this. Do I shoot? I'm moving. I need somebody else to shoot. Oh no, they fell out! Hey, come get in my box tank. I like how like my teammates are actually doing stuff and I'm just being a dingus.
Damn it! Looks like they've got a backup fuel tank.
Is there like a co-op tutorial? Because I have no idea any of this stuff.
Nice work. Their fuel tank's gone. That should stop them for a while.
Oh god, why do they- Oh my goodness! Someone just like friended 3 guys at once.
So much for that tactic. You'll just have to attack the thing directly.
Did one of my guys die? Oh no, we're all here. Alright, where's my box tank? Ow! Keep running into my box tank. This thing seems so unpractical. Like it's all like beat up and like mushed up. Alright, we're out. Oh look, he's part of my snake. What does that mean? You wanna join our snake? Oh, I don't have any rockets. That's not useful. Grenade time. sorry. Broke his box. Oh, and he's running away. Wait, come back. What is this one? It's an ambulance box. What was that? Someone's just like Fultoning like 700 guys. I'm pretty sure I have like 20 new guys now. Oops, did I hit my teammate? Sorry. Whoops! Oops! Sometimes I turn around too fast. Is there like a Fulton grenade or something? Oh, there's the captain!
That's gotta be the leader.
Does somebody have a tranquilizer? Oh god, I'm dead! Whoops. Somebody save me. TPR. Kiss me. Oh my god. The tank ran over us when he was doing CPR. This is not going well, guys. Somebody save me. I'm alive! Alright, we gotta get that bozo. Ah! I love how everyone could just like trip over each other. What is all this stuff? Sorry. I don't know how to get in the ambulance. I have no idea how these co-op things work. Yeah, this guy like won't die. There we go.
Takes care of their leader.
We did it!
Recover him and it's
We did it, team! Good job, everybody. Thanks for joining me. That was beautiful. Yeah, next time wear pink. Wear pink. "16 soldiers!" A busted up tank. Yeah, I'll have to actually learn how to use the co-op mechanics because I don't really understand. That was awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Looking forward to doing more co-op missions. Maybe one time I'll like only do co-op. Ooh, Fulton rank 3. Lobster. Pilot whale. Bunting. Woodchuck. Hey! Why is everyone so angry? Yellowtail. Yesterday's enemy is today's ally. So, yep. 90, 198, 199, 200. Oh, hey, boss! You're just in time! I just finished doing 200 stomach crunches. It's like the most obvious flirting. It reminds me of like in Arrested Development when like George Michael's pretending to do push-ups or something, and he's like 999, 1,000. Hey. That's really good. Bobcat. Hello there, remember me? We met a while back, thanks for helping me out then. Yeah, sure I remember you, Bobcat. Viper, I just finished an incredible story. Oh, we got another writer. I will read your story, Viper. Cabbage White. Eureka! My research is going to blow your mind, boss. Betty's making more sexy magazines. Can't wait. Dodo. Need some luck? Stick with me and maybe some of mine will rub off. He's named after an extinct bird. I don't know if I trust this guy's luck, man. Prairie Dog. We're not blood related, but we're still family. Come back home alive, brother. Hell yeah. Mandrill. Just so you know, the more praise I get, the better I do. Well, Mandrill, I'll make sure to give you lots of praise and hugs and kisses. Pats on the butt. Sea Hare. Enemy hiding out of sight? Try the night vision goggles. That's what I do. Oh, so many good friendos. Alright, do some research and development. What do we want? Oh my goodness, look at all this stuff I can make. Let's see. Guess I should probably get stuff that I don't have yet. And then 1.6. Wait, which one's that? I forget. I can't remember all these. Oh, that's my assault rifle. Twin barrel. M19 is my handgun. What's my assault rifle? What's the M19? Oh yeah, that's my handgun. M1C is my sniper rifle? Okay, I guess I'll do my sniper rifle. Some soda. Why not? Oh wait, I got a team too. Upgrading the M16 opens more variants. Okay. Guy's trying to shoot my tank. Just like totally wipe these guys out. It's nice that it lets them go first. Because then they just get slaughtered by me. Is there any way to get guys, or do I just kill them every time? Oh look! Rank 2 cardboard box tank. I love that thing. I want the ambulance one now. Okay. Alright, we'll do one more main mission. Travel to the Cloud Forest.
Snake, Peace Walker is the heart of the enemy's project. To prevent its completion, you'll need to either shut down or destroy the artificial intelligence that functions as its brain. According to Huey, that AI is now undergoing final calibrations in Strangelove's lab. It's inside a tropical cloud forest. Slip in and terminate that AI before they ship it out.
Yes, sir.
We've also confirmed that some of the enemies specialize in ambushes. Amanda's crew calls them scouts. They'll blend themselves in with the terrain and the vegetation. Then, when they see you, they'll swoop in. They fight pretty much like commandos, and will use clearing techniques to flush you out. In addition to wielding normal weapons, the scouts also carry wires.
Sounds like these guys know their CQC.
Could be. We've been getting reports of CQC attacks being blocked by wires. Stay alert.
CQC proof.
Are there any large-scale ruins in Costa Rica, Paz?
There is a place east of Cartago called Guajabu. They have ruins there, but they're not especially big.
Not the place I'm thinking of. Any others?
Well, if you go a little way across the border into Nicaragua, there's a place called La Fortaleza de la Inmaculada Concepción. That is the only famous one.
Then what were those ruins I saw from up on Irasu?
There are a lot of things we still do not know about Costa Rica's ancient civilizations. There are giant stone spheres throughout the country. What they were used for is still a mystery. The cloud forests cover the central mountainous region of the country. They are perpetually shrouded in fog. You get wet just standing there. It is as if the entire forest is inside a cloud.
Must make for poor visibility.
It does, but beauty too. It is like being lost in some mystical green labyrinth.
I'd rather not get lost, if that's okay.
The forests are also home to lots of rare animals, especially bright-colored frogs. They like the humidity.
Little froggos. Morpho butterflies. Those are my specialty.
You know that butterfly painted on Peace Walker? Any idea what that is?
It is a morpho. A Palladius morpho,
Blue morpho.
if I'm not mistaken.
Palladius morpho.
Uh-huh. It is the most common type of morpho in Costa Rica.
Huh.
It has these gorgeous metallic blue wings that shimmer in the light. You can see them even from a distance.
You mean they reflect light?
Correct. It is called structural color. Morpho scales have tiny bumps on them that interfere with the light and make them look blue. The space between the bumps corresponds to the wavelength of the blue light.
Let me see if I get this. So if you could change the spacing, you'd end up seeing a different color.
That is the principle. I heard somewhere it is being researched as a way to color cloth without dye.
Think of the camouflage you could make with that.
Is that all you can think of?
Bright
hey,
boy.
It's important. What I don't get is why they'd put a butterfly on Peace Walker.
Maybe because it looks pretty.
Bro,
I
you
hope that's
blew
all
up
it is.
You did a C4 butterfly. What are you talking about?
This area is a tropical cloud forest, continually covered in a thick mist. It is quite a mystical place.
Selva de la Leche. Forest of milk. I can barely see in front of me.
There you go again. The forest is basically sitting in a cloud, so of course it's going to be hard to see. But you know, the cloud forest is the only place many exotic creatures can live.
Well, if they're not edible, I'm not interested.
Snake, I'll have you know people travel from all around the world to witness Costa Rica's unique fauna.
Is he back into eating stuff again? Because Portable Opsy was a little jerk about it.
Snake, watch out for the frogs.
Why? They bite? Relax.
That
No
is
frog's
not
ever
true.
eaten a
Bullfrogs
snake.
can eat snakes.
Although, I've feasted on a few frogs' legs myself.
But they are dangerous. They are poisonous.
Poisonous?
Poison dart frogs live up to their name, I assure you. Their poison is so strong.
Not like I've ever
the
eaten a
Indígena
poisonous
use them to
frog
make
or anything.
poison-tipped arrows. Some secrete poison through their skin. Even touching them can be dangerous. So don't go petting them or anything.
So, I can't eat one?
I am warning you.
I'm warning you. He's like, he really wants to. He's like, it sounds spicy.
From here on in, you'll be in a cloud forest. The ground is covered in vegetation. You'll have plenty of hiding places, but so will the enemy.
I'll keep an eye out for scouts.
Trying to force your way through would be suicide. Know the enemy's location before making any moves. Too bad you don't have some sort of radar.
I could try night vision.
Once you know where an enemy is, decide how you want to handle him. You could get into his blind spots.
Or drop him from a distance before he even has a clue someone's around. An eye for an eye, all right? Chico.
But if I did,
you know much about cloud forests?
Not that much. All I know is there's a world of difference between a rainy rainforest and a foggy cloud forest. But they have some things in common. Like, for instance, you gotta watch out for poison dart frogs. Both rain and cloud forests have high humidity, so they're perfect environments for frogs and other amphibians. I mean, it's not like just touching a strawberry poison dart frog or a dying dart frog is going to kill you, but don't eat them, no matter how hungry you get.
I can get all the rations I need from Mother Base. No jungle food for me this time.
Seriously? You're not disappointed you don't get to eat wild animals?
What do you think I am?
What do you think I am? Some
Just
kind
kidding.
of snake eater?
In Colombia, though, there's a frog, the golden dart frog, that's lethal to the touch.
How do you know all this?
To the eat?
Come on. Don't you think poisonous animals are cool?
Not if you get poisoned by one.
Well, obviously. One more thing. When you get to the forest, be on the lookout for Bigfoot.
I think I'll be okay there.
Bigfoot is an ape-man that lives in the Rocky Mountains. In the local Indian language, he's known as Sasquatch. And get this, he's over 3 vara. Can you believe that?
So he's kind of like a gorilla?
Completely different. Even the biggest gorillas only get to about 2 vara, and they walk on their knuckles. Bigfoot's big, and he walks on 2 feet, like people.
So he's more man than ape?
Probably. His ancestors must have split off from humans at some point. Like before they started using tools and stuff.
Yeah, but aren't the Rockies kind of far away from here?
Not that far. According to Darwin, humans came all the way over here from Africa. Plus, there have been sightings in Venezuela of an ape-man called Mono Grande. Costa Rica has tons of plant and animal species. So I'd expect there to be at least one kind of ape-man.
At least?
I mean, if you have that many other animals, you gotta have an ape-man.
Gotta admit, I've never heard of Mono Grande.
Yeah, he's not as famous as Bigfoot. He's similar, but he lives in Venezuela. He's not that big, less than 2 vara, but he's way more ferocious than Bigfoot. Huh. I wonder just how mean he is. Like when he catches his prey, does he punch it to death?
That's the law of the wild. You catch your prey, you kill it, and you eat it.
Yeah. But punching is way more ferocious than biting.
Is it?
No, maybe it seems that way because that's what humans do. You really love UMAs, don't you, Chico?
Do you know what I think? I think UMAs should be dangerous. Otherwise, where's the fun in hunting them?
Is Big Boss squat? Is he like Wolverine? Whoa, Huey, chill out.
Doc, I'm starting to sense your feelings about nukes are a little different from your colleagues.
How do you mean?
Your little chat with Coldman back there.
I told you my father worked on the Manhattan Project, right? You're familiar with it?
The basics, yeah. It was the project that kicked off the nuclear age.
That's right. Some of the finest minds of the 20th century, including multiple Nobel Prize winners, worked on it. They spent over $2 billion, and that's in 1940s money. It culminated in the successful nuclear test at Alamogordo on July 16th, 1945.
And the first use in combat a few weeks later. Doc?
I can't walk.
What?
My spine isn't shaped like everybody else's. I can't move my lower body, so I've never taken a single step, not since I was born.
What's that got to do with your dad being in the Manhattan Project?
As a result of his research, my father was exposed to high doses of radiation. It can't be a coincidence that my chromosomes are messed up. That's why I didn't want for these nukes to be another sword of Damocles. I wanted to give them a real purpose, to be a deterrent against war.
Doc.
And Coldman, We have to stop him, whatever it takes.
I like how he's sounding like more and more like Otacon. Doc, say I ate a poisoned dire frog. How long would I last?
August 6th, 1945, Hiroshima. August 9, Nagasaki.
The atom bomb attacks on Japan.
My father was married to his work. I don't have a single memory of going places or doing stuff with him on weekends. But even as a kid, I knew on some level that it was for his family. I respected him. My mother used to tell me all the time, "Your father is a brilliant scientist. He saved countless American boys from death. You should be proud of him."
Yeah. You could say the war ended because of those bombs.
When I was in the 5th grade, a Japanese student transferred to our class. She showed me photos of Hiroshima after the bomb. I couldn't believe my eyes. A city of over 350,000 people reduced to a scorch mark on the ground by a single atomic bomb. Houses blown off their foundations, burned to ashes. The only things left standing were the skeletons of steel-framed buildings. And it wasn't just the buildings. Blackened corpses on the side of the road. Survivors covered head to toe in severe burns. Within a few months, over 70,000 had died in Nagasaki, twice that in Hiroshima. For years after that, I couldn't talk to my father. Couldn't even stand to look at his face.
I know how you feel, Doc. But your father's your father.
If he hadn't worked on that project, my body wouldn't be like this. I could be researching something else. I could have lived a normal life.
Oof.
It wasn't so long ago the world stood on the brink of nuclear war.
Just over on the other side of the Caribbean.
I was 17 at the time. I'd skipped a few grades and was a sophomore at MIT.
Nerd.
I remember feeling kind of apathetic about the news that came in every day. It seemed clear to me that as long as they had a grasp of the concept of nuclear deterrence, there was nothing to fear.
Either that, or they were fanning that fear on purpose.
As a way to secure a bigger defense budget? Huh, I can see that. But if that was their plan, it kind of backfired.
Because it ushered in the era of détente between East and West.
Coldman's really gonna do it this time. Once the nuclear genie is out of the bottle, the yoke of deterrence is going to be meaningless. People will die. Cities will burn. We have to stop him now before it's too late to turn back.
So you've been doing nuclear research your whole life?
No, not really. At first, I wanted to be an aerospace engineer. For me, the Sputnik launch was a good shock, not a bad one. I thought the age when science was used for war was over, and that a glorious age of space exploration was dawning. The year I skipped ahead and got into MIT,
Stop
Gagarin
bragging.
went into orbit, which made me more excited than ever. Of course, even back then, I knew the space race was just another facet of the Cold War.
Moscow had a leg up on us, and we were desperate to catch up.
I know. But for me, it was a happy time. I joined NASA, got to do the kind of research I loved. Our nation's prestige hinged on our work. They gave us whatever resources we asked for. I knew you could turn a rocket into an ICBM by fitting it with a nuclear warhead, but that didn't bother me so much. It didn't last long, though. The space and nuclear arms races took up enormous sums of money. America beat Russia to the moon, but that's where it ended.
Then came détente.
Exactly. NASA's budget was slashed as a result. My father being a nuclear expert and all, they put me to work on a more obvious deterrent: missiles. At NASA, I'd been researching a locomotion system for lunar exploration. Tires aren't suited to driving around on the moon, you know. And that's how I caught Coldman's eye.
Alright, that's enough out of you. Man. Okay.
Survival.
Let's get our sleepy gun and our... Why does it let you break like an earlier rank of your gun? Like, yeah, I want to go with the crappier gun. Ooh, this is rank 2 now. Solidus magazine. I'll just keep these, sure. Why not? What is going on in chat? Solid Snakeman. Uruguay Pliskman.
Snake, how's the mule treating you?
At this pace, I should be there by tomorrow morning.
You've got to hurry.
Why is
the
he
AI
riding
could
a
be
mule?
completed any time now.
It'd be nice to have a guide.
Already on it. I've enlisted Paz to help you. She knows the jungle pretty well.
Snake, I know you are an expert in survival, but you need to stay alert. You are in an ancient jungle so foggy, you can hardly see the trees. It is home to 2,500 species of plants, including 400 types of orchids. There are also 500 species of butterflies and over 400 species of wild birds. The bedrock is solid enough that Mayan ruins have miraculously survived centuries of earthquakes.
An AI lab in a Mayan ruin. Who'd have thought, hey, Huey?
My sentiments exactly. That doesn't mean security's any less tight, though. You still have the ID card I gave you, don't you?
Do I?
Got it right here.
That'll get you through the gate, no problem. After that, you're on your own. As long as the AI remains
doing? Why is he splashing in the river?
On ice.
What about security inside the lab?
Oh, he's eating a fish. Snake, you literally just said you have enough rations and you don't need to eat wild animals.
Inside the lab be kept to a minimum.
It's not all good news, Snake.
He just does it for fun
Fulton
now.
knows we're here. He's raised
Look
security
at
in
his
the area
chest, he's so hairy. I'm always sad that they never draw him like hairy, but look at that. That is a bear man.
Too. There may be scouts in the jungle
My
lying
God,
in
look
ambush.
at him. He's so
As you
feral.
approach the lab, be extra vigilant.
I'll be careful.
Snake eat fishman. Kaz, try some of this sushi. I know you love this stuff.
They're looking for you. Stay sharp. Snake, Strangelove's lab is a few miles to the north. It won't be long before the AI is complete. Don't let that happen.
My mule. I could be eating this mule.
Careful. If there's enemy scouts around here, they'll be nearly impossible to see.
Probably should have night vision goggles, but we didn't research them in time.
I just heard footsteps.
Whoa!
Watch out. Enemy search may not spot enemies that are actively
That worked
hidden.
okay. Oh God, this guy knows CQC! Ah!
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now.
No, no, no! How dare you CQC me? god, they're coming.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Just a pile of grass. Look at me. Oh god. Oh god! Why isn't he shooting at me?
Who are you?
Gosh dang it. He like said intruder, but like his alert didn't go off, so I was confused.
Enemy sight.
Understood. Eliminate all
Out of here. Oops.
What happened? Snake? Snake!
Careful. If there's enemy scouts around here, they'll be nearly impossible to see.
I just heard.
Who's that other guy that saw me? Gosh dang it, there he is. Okay, wait, I gotta redo this. I gotta remember that guy's there. I do like watching him slide down every time.
Careful. If there's enemy scouts around here, they'll be nearly impossible to see.
Okay, you get this guy.
I just heard.
Ow. There's a guy over there.
Watch out. Enemy search may not spot enemies that are actively hidden. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Our future is in your hands.
Uh-oh. Ah, crap.
Here he is.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Cool. Those freaking little scarecrow men are freaking me out. Oh crap.
Someone's there.
Nope.
Here he is.
Gosh dang it. Stop moving! Ah, no, I wasn't fast enough.
Get up,
I guess I should probably keep my rations,
Without you, Sarika's
my main
finished.
instead of my Fultons.
Careful.
Yeah,
if there's enemy
yeah.
scouts around here, they'll be nearly impossible to see.
I just heard foot.
I just heard foot. Yeah.
Watch out. Enemy search may not spot enemies that are actively hidden.
There's a guy up here.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
I just heard footsteps.
Yeah, this is mine, jerkwad.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Right. Easy. Definitely a guy over here somewhere. Oh, he's right there.
I just heard.
Take that, idiot. Cower before me. Am I supposed to do something when I hold them up? Just like having power over them.
Nothing
Uh-oh,
here.
who is that? Is that a guy? Oh, that's a guy. Coming for you, bozo.
I just heard.
Fulton the Scarecrow. Uh-oh.
Somebody there.
Crap.
Here he is.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
But where remains a mystery. I got snake. Snake for snake. Alright, I'm doing good. You can take all their stuff and Fulton them afterwards if you hold them up. You can Fulton them after holding them up. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's beautiful. Blue Morpho. He's so stone-faced. He like doesn't react to anything. Next time. on Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Another boss that's good at co-op. Hindy. Hell yeah, A rank. Ballistic shield design. Snake, naked. It's my favorite one. Love box rank 2. Alright, new buddies. Oh my god, Dormouse. I'm a slave to fashion. I collect t-shirts in my spare time. I don't know if those two things really go together. Because as someone who also collects t-shirts in my spare time, I would not call myself a slave to fashion. I'm more of a slave to merchandise. Bakuna. I'm a weapons technician. Oh, this is a... You say weapons kill people, I say they're need to protect people. This is another weirdo. Woodchuck. Don't worry, my cooking is 100% safe for human consumption. I am entirely worried. I am more worried than ever. Look, they don't even have a ranking in food. They're not even in E rank. Absolutely nothing. They're gonna serve me rocks. Fertillery. Thought my gear felt a little heavy. Turns out my guns alone weighed 20 pounds. No wonder my psych decreased. Heavy isn't always better, I guess. I honestly have paid zero attention to psych this whole time. Lobster. Costa Rica's full of swamps. We make sure we got a good supply of dry socks. The last thing we need are fungal infections. It's very important and very important. Always have socks. Bunting. I still haven't made my mind up about you yet. Aw, come on, Bunting. A good guy. Sidewinder. If only we had a weapon that let us capture those enemy heavy weapons without hurting them. Maybe we could take them back to Mother Base and put them to use. Well, we already got a couple, Sidewinder. Sea Lemon. Bye. I'll be wrapping up pretty soon anyway. I mean, I got zapped by a bunch of robots. The analyzer tells you how good a soldier is. Okay, Flying Fox. Food ain't too bad. Except for, which one? Woodchuck. Woodchuck's cooking. Not so good. Nothing like my ma's. Beanbog wants to go to college. Cleone is another praise boy. Goldeneye. 007. If a target's helmet is getting in the way, shoot it off with a bullet. It works best if you do it before they notice you, right? How do you shoot someone's helmet off without them noticing you? Sidewinder's portrait is Akio Otsuka. Ah, that's cute. I was wondering, his looked more like a person. How many of those are there? Like hidden Easter egg ones? Alright. Go to your post, boys. Then, I forgot to send out another team. Development. My goodness, look at all this stuff. Love box, gotta upgrade my love box. I guess I should start night vision goggles. And then, the 8 was this one. 161A. Oh wait, here, yeah. Oops, not that one, this one. Then, what else can we do? Gun, shotgun. my shot. I'll do my handgun. Okay. Alright, I think that'll about do it for this stream. The box is a little place where we can hide together. Yeah, I'll do it. Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks to those of you who joined me on co-op, and like I said, there's definitely going to be future co-op stuff. I don't know how often it'll kind of be like spontaneous versus how much I'll plan for it, but feel free to add me, like I said, and try to join my missions and struggle with how bad I am. Yeah, but thanks for coming, everybody. Hope you had a good time. I sure did. And my streaming is gonna go way down next month because I'm super busy. But I'll try to get in a few here and there. Because I'm gonna be doing a lot of traveling. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, stay tuned. I already know what my next comic is gonna be. And yeah, have a good day, everybody. Thanks again for coming. See you next time. Bye.